9/11 is the time right now. We're looking ahead to a special honor to former D.C. Mayor Marion Barry Jr. An unveiling is happening just 3 days from now, this Saturday, to mark 10 years since his death and to highlight his legacy. And joining us now to talk all about it, former D.C. First Lady Cora Masters Barry. Good morning to you, Ms. Barry. Always good to see you and always good to talk to you.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me this morning.
I appreciate it. So wait, before we get started talking about this good thing, I have to ask you for an update on what's going on with the controversy around and pizza and that whole joke or dessert gone bad. What's the status of that?
Well, glad you asked. We met with the lawyers yesterday, and so did the Not in DC coalition.
Mm-hmm.
They met with them, I think, yesterday morning, and we met with them yesterday afternoon. So we had a conversation and a talk. Our lawyers are talking to their lawyers, and I'll have a report to the community and on behalf of the community, working with the coalition also. So we hope to have a good remedy.
Okay.
Something that's positive.
Okay. All right. So we'll leave it there.
Hold up buying the pizza until we let you know.
Right. You said hold up, don't buy the pizza, right? Is that what you just? Right. Gotcha.
That's
okay.
Right.
We'll do a follow-up on that once you get that all squared away. So now let's talk about what's going on right now, honoring the late great Marion Barry, the significance of this mural and what it means to the legacy of your husband.
Okay, so I'm glad you asked that question that way, because actually we've not done a good job. It's not just a mural of Marion Barry. As great as Marion was and the things that he did were so wonderful, he didn't do it by himself. He couldn't do it by himself. So the mural is about the accomplishments of the 5 pillars that Marion stood for and the people who worked with him, the people like his former city manager, Carol Thompson Cole, the only woman that was ever appointed as a city manager, and some of the other people that he worked with to develop the Capitol Arena with Abe Poland. So it's Marion and the people that he worked with and the people who worked for him. The mural does a display of the history of Washington, D.C.,
right.
How it came from, how we got the convention center, how we got these different things. And so it is his leadership and his vision, but he had a team of people down through the years that worked with him.
Right.
And the mural starts from his early days at Pride all the way to his comeback term.
Right. What is the message that you hope the community takes away from this mural and the whole message behind what Marion Barry was able to do, what his team was able to do? When people see this, what do you want them to remember most?
Well, number one, before I go any further, there's a group of young people called Creative Junk Food who did this rendition. They competed. They're up and coming artists. They're people of color and they're from Ward 8, and I'm very proud of the work they've done. And to answer your question, one of the artists, the lead artist, Nabi Bilal, who started the project knowing about Marion, used to see him jogging, but he didn't know anything about him. He stopped the project and read the book. And when he came back, he was totally moved by what he had learned about him. So what I want people to understand is that history matters. And that if we don't record our history, if we don't write about it, if we don't talk about it, the great works and the people who did them will be forgotten. So to me, this is a mural, a gift to the city of the history of 40 years of development and exciting progress in the city. And empowerment of a lot of the people that are now in their 3rd and 4th generation of wealth, who sent their kids to college and bought homes because of the policies and the visions of Marion and the people who worked with him. So I want them to understand history is important. That's why I invited you to bring your children.
Okay, all right.
Because the program is going to be interesting, but it's also going to be educational.
All right, and I'm all about educating my children and everybody else's children as well. But because my parents are teachers, so I'm all in on that.
That's right.
Hey, Cora Masters Barry, always a pleasure seeing you. Always great to see you. We'll wait for an update on the situation with Ann Pizza, and we'll continue to follow up with everything and recognizing the late, great Marion Barry. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate you.
I'll see you Saturday morning at 11 o'clock.
I'll wake them up and I'll try to get them there.
441 4th Street.
Got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.